Oh man, it sure is a lovely day to go deep sea diving. Hey look, it's a pack of krill. Is there a name for them other than pack? I don't really care. What's that mysterious dark shadow that's coming this way? The ocean is a terrifying place. Mainly the creatures that are in it are the terrifying part, but even the concept of the ocean is scary. You could be in the middle of nowhere, being forced to swim to stay above the water. When you look down, all you see is darkness, and it goes down for miles. Not to mention, scientists have only explored like 5% of the entire ocean, so that means there could be actually anything down there. From giant monsters, to aliens, to a society of giant floating disembodied T-Rex heads. Literally anything can be down there. Also, the stuff we already know is down there is enough to make me want to avoid the ocean for my entire life. I'm not kidding when I say that my 3 biggest fears are animals that live in the ocean. Third is sharks. It's pretty self-explanatory. I cannot watch any Jaws movie. I actually have nightmares about that kind of shit. I'm not kidding. 4 nights ago, I literally had a nightmare about being at an empty beach, and for some reason, I went kayaking. I think I was trying to face my fear in my dream. It was really foggy, like I couldn't see 10 feet in front of me, and then some giant fin just bumps into my kayak. Keep in mind, I'm 10 feet into the ocean. I'm pretty sure I could still have my head above the water while standing, but when the fin bumped into my kayak, can I just call it a boat to make it easier? When the fin bumped into my boat, I decided it was time to go back to shore. I got to shore, I pulled the boat out of the water, and everything was fine and calm. And then a fucking megalodon just jumps out of the water! He sprung out the bitch like a dolphin, and it landed directly on the boat. That bitch was trying to eat me even if he died too. Then I looked back to the shore to run away, and I saw a dead great white shark just laying there. You know, because it was a dream. So I just pushed the dead shark towards the living one, I guess as bait, I don't know. And then I ran away, and that's all I can remember from that dream. Also, you know what's bad when sharks are third on my list of sea creatures I'm most terrified of? Second is hippos.
Paul, hippos don't live in the ocean.
I don't care, they're still animals that mainly live in water. Not only do they do that creepy thing where they just have their eyes above the water as they slowly swim towards you and plan your demise, but have you seen what they do to watermelons? Imagine that being your head. Just everything about them is fucking horrifying. I don't have any nightmare stories about hippos, so let's just move on. And in first place, my biggest fear ever are whales. Mainly blue whales. I fucking hate whales. They could easily kill you in a second and not even acknowledge it. And believe me, I've been told that whales are a harmless thing a million times. And yeah, they might seem friendly, mainly because of the image SeaWorld has given them. But they are fucking massive. How can you not be terrified of them? Imagine you're in a boat just cruising along, maybe you're going fishing, and then all of a sudden, boom, your boat gets flipped over by some giant fucking whale. And does the whale care? No, of course not. It just keeps on swimming along, not even giving a second thought about the fact that it just stranded you in the middle of the ocean. I think I got this fear from that scene in Finding Nemo, where Dory is trying to speak whale, and the whale swims away, only to slowly come up behind them and eat them. You know that scene? The one that pretty much every mom who has seen the movie loves. Well, I always thought it was horrifying. Trying to explain this fear to anyone is so difficult because people don't understand how truly horrifying whales are. They always just say,
well, you just haven't gotten to see how majestic they are. If you ever get to see one up close, you'll understand that they're harmless.
No, that's stupid. Why would I want to see one up close? That will just make my fear even worse. I would rather give a public speech to a group of judgmental strangers than ever go near a whale. I have crippling anxiety. That was the joke if you didn't get it. Another movie scene that really creeps me out is that scene in Jurassic World where the kid's caretaker or whatever gets picked up by a pterodactyl and then gets eaten by a giant sea dinosaur. That doesn't really have anything to do with whales, but that's still something I imagine could happen at those SeaWorld exhibits. Or that scene at the end of Castaway where a whale swims right next to Tom Hanks' character and all you see is this giant eye. It's not a fun time. When I went to go see Finding Dory in theaters, I legit got creeped out at some points because of my fear of the ocean and the creatures in it. I remember seeing something about some breed of whale being endangered, and honestly, I know this sounds terrible, but I'm kinda glad. What do whales even do? Like, they eat krill and stuff, but what else? What do they offer to society? I bet they don't even pay taxes. Lazy scum. Blue whales are the biggest creatures in the world that we know of, and somehow that's not scary to some people. Maybe my fear isn't the creatures in the ocean, or even the ocean itself. Maybe I'm just scared of giant objects. 'Cause 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 Megalophobia. Okay, maybe that's my problem. I have megalophobia. So there it is. That's why I'm scared of the ocean. Mainly sharks, hippos, and whales. I know that someone is going to try and comment in defense of whales, saying that they're harmless, but honestly I don't care. I am never going to see a whale up close, unless I get like 10 million subscribers. If I hit 10 million subscribers, I will not only go in a shark cage, but I will go swimming with whales as well. Somehow. I'm not sure if there's any organizations that do that kind of stuff. Also, I would feel pretty weird if I didn't thank my friends Shane and Zach for being in this video as well. Their channel links will be in the description. Zach actually uploads, Shane doesn't, so do with that information as you will. And since this video has pretty much been a borderline copy of the Odd Ones Out, wear your seatbelt.
And don't forget, subscribe to PsychoWolf at youtube.com.